Alright, hello all, and welcome back, and welcome to another Arch Linux torture video slash Manjaro Linux torture video. As you can probably tell by the title, I am using Arch Linux, made to look like Manjaro, fairly close, I think, except for the Menda theme is the GTK. The newest GTK broke a lot of stuff, so. Anyway, if you want to go through kind of a transformation method, here's one that I came up with. So this is XFCE Arch Linux version, pretty much out of the box with all the goodies installed as well. So I don't have a browser. So the first thing was I noticed that it was a GTK 2 version of Firefox. So Yowart, Firefox. If you have Yowart installed, I'm so sorry. That's GTK2. And I think it's the second entry. Most recent one. Now, I will say this is, well, first of all, I'd like to thank Oberon from Manjaro for the mugshot avatars. They're great, and I've been using them on my system, and I'll go through that as well in here. So we'll just build Firefox GTK2-bin, and it'll pull in some extra dependencies and stuff as well. So, as usual, I'll just pause and I'll be back when this is done. Okay, so Firefox is installed. I should mention this is a viewer request video, so I hope this helps you out. And also try to get as many packages as you can from either Pacman or the Arch Linux user repository. Because they won't update if you're using borrowed packages. But it's not that big of a deal. It won't break anything. Unless it's GTK, then it won't break everything on you. I'm kidding around. So I made some notes. AUR, we just installed Firefox GTK2. We'll get it in Grandpa Thunar through Yowart again. Okay. And just the same drill as always. Edit the packages yes or no and let it compile and build, and you'll have an archive manager. If you didn't know what that was, it's like you know, the handler zip T7 zip files and so on. Once Thunar and Grandpa Thunar archive manager installed, don't forget you get your zip, unzip, and so on. Alright, so I'll try to keep this list going, and between the whatever we're using in Pacman and the AUR. So I'll close this terminal for now, and we should have Firefox running. Next thing is we'll just do a search Manjaro, and Control D, just add a bookmark because we might be going back to this quite a bit. So from the Git repo, we want to get packages dash extra. I'll zoom in so you can see. Updated an hour ago. So as you can see, it's not just XFCE. There's a lot of other tools, but it's not that large to download, I believe. So just download the zip file, or you can use the command line of git clone. So I'll use down them all. Now go back, and we'll get community packages. Same thing, download the zip file. And there's another one for the icon, the mouse cursor theme. Okay, so it's the third page in, artwork, reborn, new Manjaro. Okay, you got it. You get the idea. And I think the cursor, there it is, the cursor theme. That's the only one we're going to extract manually and put it into our just our home directory. So we'll see how we're doing here. Okay, so the packages are downloaded, and I made some extra notes on the side here. xtg-user dirs for your folders, basically your downloads, documents, and so on. Like DM, I pre-installed the GTK Greeter, of course, and the settings I haven't installed yet. So let's open the packages master. We'll start with Manjaro dash artwork dash backgrounds, and I think that you can get the yeah, let's throw that in for fun. Okay, just close that down for now. And the great thing about this is they're all package builds. And there's the artwork, and this will actually install it in the correct directory. Okay. So just right click open terminal here and just type in make pkg dash small s, small I, and small c. So what this will do is, there it is. Basically, it's done. It didn't really have to go and download anything, but it's just handy way to do it. So that's already there. So we'll go on to the backgrounds, and same thing, open terminal, and exactly the same sequence, make package dash I, SIC, sorry. And this is downloading, obviously, backgrounds. And they'll be put in the user share backgrounds directory. And we'll get them welcome later. Okay, so let's go back to one of these. See, there's community packages. We want the themes as well. The one I'm using on my desktop is Vertex. This one here in the packages community, Vertex themes. Okay, the Menda themes are here, but they're broken. But I'll just to show you. And Menu Libra is the menu editor. Okay, so you get the idea what I'm doing. I'm just going through and using stuff that I know that's in the XFCE 4 edition of Manjaro. So hopefully you understand what I'm doing by now. So each one will have a package build. Probably the Menu Libra and the Vertex themes are probably in the AUR, so maybe check for those first. Okay, so I'll check for that and I'll be back in a flash. So they were in the Arch Linux user repository, so I added those to the list, and we can just delete Menu Libra and Vertex themes because we already have them. Maybe suggestion is create a new folder, Arch Manjaro or something, so you can keep track of what you're installing and try to keep everything archived. So we've installed the artwork, the backgrounds, and that's it so far. So let's get the Menda themes. Unfortunately, as I said, it's broken because of GTK3. Another thing from the Arch Linux user repository, the Menda icon themes, the Git version. I'm pretty sure they're similar. So let's have some fun and build the welcome menu. It does run. It won't find the actual it won't say Arch Linux or what version, because this is Arch Linux, of course, but it's still there and it does function. Alright, so that should be good enough to get the look, appearance. I'll show you the Menda theme. You can see that right away. It's, you know, Manjaro icon theme, Menda circle, and I think they use Cantrell, but I'm going to use Sans for now, and our Slight and RGB, and I like to edit the menu in Sonar. And window manager, same thing. Just scroll down to find Menda, and we take out this. Yes, you notice see it's already broken. There's no, if you look closely, there's no icon for that menu. It's no big deal, but I could live with it, except for if you want to go to something like your network preferences, the dialogues are all messed up, and I found that across everything like that. So that's why I switched to Vertex theme on my main system, just to show you. And as far as the backgrounds, desktop settings, XFCE, we'll just go to backgrounds, and there it is. I think it's that one. And again, the icons are quite a bit smaller, in the 35-ish range, something like that. You can get rid of that. I'll keep that on for now. And file system. And single click, that's, you know, preference, so open your home folder, and so on. So now we'll just edit the panel. If I can find it. There it is. Of course, we don't have this one at the bottom, so we'll just click panel 2, hit the minus sign, remove panel 1, unlock it, move this out of the way, drag it down to the bottom, lock back up, and I'll go to items, and we'll add what's missing, the logouts, action buttons, show desktop, and whisker. Alright, so whisker menu goes up here. Application menu we remove. Window buttons, I can't remember the setting, but I usually like to untick show handle and show flat buttons. And the workspace switcher, I think that's the same. Clock, whatever you want. 12 hour, 20 or 24 or 12 hour. Notification area. Why is action buttons in there twice? I'm sorry. Notification area. Untick show frame. Action buttons will change to action buttons, and untick lock, switch, suspend, shut down, separator, and log out. Okay, we're getting there. And then I know what I did. Show desktop is right here. Add, and that's up above the workspace switcher. Okay, so now we have our whisker menu, and we can go to our all settings, and the window manager. Go to advanced and untick this one, wrap workspaces when reaching the edge. So if you open your home folder or any folder, when you go to an edge, it won't spill over to another workspace. And the workspaces, I believe it was just 2. And tweak manager, accessibility, I like to use the shift key to zoom in, untick, use mouse wheel to roll up, and workspaces, untick mouse wheel to switch. Again, that's up to you, basically. Okay. Back to packages community, zip. We'll drag out mugshot and install that. And this is where they have avatars built in for you. So, make package again. PKG-SIC. So download some compiling tools and some avatars for us for mugshot, which is just an avatar settings. Now we do have to get a couple of extra packages. GStreamer, the good plugins, and that's through Pacman, so I'm going to put that in there as well. And so sudo Pacman, or I cheat and I use Pac, an alias, and we'll get those. And there's accounts service again through Pacman. So yeah, so let's grab that. Accounts, one word, and then service, one word, all one word. Service. There we go. And it should work for you when you click on it. And I'll show you in a second once this decides to download. Okay. So let's go to your whisker menu. Hit where it has your username. Comes up with a dialog. Select from stock. I know they've added a whole bunch here. Awesome. Thanks to Oberon again for this. So I'll choose the, I don't know, pick anything. Select OK and apply. And now you have Manjaro avatar, which will show up in your Light DM login screen as well. And for the whisker menu icon, that's why I installed the artwork. You click on this button here, the whisker menu button, and then all icons, and find whisker menu Manjaro. Click OK. There you go. Moving along, the whisker XFCE4 pop-up whisker menu. So just copy that and go to your keyboard setting, application shortcuts, add, and I'll just paste that in. And I don't know, yeah, okay. They have it both super left and super right, so I'll just use the super right for now. You see it's right here. but it also has super left. And for the terminal, it's the drop down terminal, XFCE 4 terminal, not equals, sorry about that, I'll zoom in as well. Terminal, 2 dashes, drop, one dash down. Hit enter or press OK, Control Alt T. And one more, sonar. It's set for Control Alt F. Okay, so close that out, and we'll test our keyboard shortcut. So Control Alt T brings up the whisker drop down menu. I'm not sure how that's set up. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Control F brings up your sonar file manager, and super key left or right brings up your whisker menu. Okay, so let's get the PAMAC update and software manager. So I have it set here, so it's YAWART PAMAC-AUR. Once that's installed, you can either restart or just log out. So we'll just log out, and here's the LightDM theme, not default theme, but you see it does have the avatar from Mugshot. So just log back in, and that should start working. You see the cursor is circling, so it's refreshing the database. So now we can go to our whisker menu. I'm not sure where it is. There it is, under System. Right click, Add to Favorites. So now you can go Add, Remove Software, and you see what I mean by the Menda theme. It's so unfortunate. So I'll go back to the Vertex theme, and you can maybe leave the Menda title bar button thing at the top as is. And let's get the neat thing about this is it will search as you type, and we want to get the GTK greeter settings. You can highlight and hit the space bar and then click apply, and OK, and then your keyring password, and let that download and install. Now we should have a new entry somewhere. LightDM GTK settings greeter. Appearance, you can use just use Vertex Dark, icon theme, Menda circle, and you can look for an image, other locations, computer, USR, share, backgrounds, oops, not applications, backgrounds, powered by, let's say, open, save, close, and let's try a logout and see what it looks like. That's different. Now I know the panel's at the bottom, and we can move the dialog box around. So let's go into our terminal and sudo text editor. I installed LeapPad, etc LightDM GTK-greeter.conf. All right. I think it's panel position equals bottom. All right, I'll zoom in. Okay, and so we'll save, close. One more time. Let's log out. Yeah, it's at the bottom. I don't think it has the clock either, but you can see now. You can move this around through the LightDM settings. You can have it here or up here or something. And here we go. There's the Manjaro welcome screen. You see, as I said, it doesn't have a release or anything, but the README, it does work. And hyperlinks, you go to forums, it'll open up in Firefox, I think. Maybe not. And let's see if that works. Show dialog. No, it won't work. That's okay. Just a bit of fun with that. So for the cursor theme, if we don't have one already, I don't think I do on this, is MK, just so you don't have to bother with sudo sonar, mkdir dot icons. Make sure you're in your home folder and your username. And then I'll just open up this and cursor theme, Menda-cursor. Then open terminal, open a terminal in here and just do a copy cp-r Menda-cursor to /home your username .icons. And close that out and open our menu. Wrong one. Search for mouse and theme. There it is, Menda. Now we have the cursor theme working as well. Now I'll move on to some of the more not advanced, little tricky. The Grub theme, I couldn't find the default one, but I know this one's talked about a lot on the forum. Grub 2 theme Manjaro redefined, so we'll just drag that out. And there we go. And the same drill, the make package command we talked about. Make pkg-sic. And unfortunately, that was out of date as well, so I just settled for from the AUR Grub 2 theme Starfield Manjaro Menda. So I'll just copy and throw that into our AUR and sudo leafpad etc default grub, and we'll look at where this. Okay, so go back to our terminal and we'll just add this line in, grub theme equals this. Right, make sure you include the quotes at the end where it has theme.txt, and then just under the commented out grub theme, paste that in, save and close, and we can close all this stuff out in terminal. Sudo grub -mk config-o /boot grub.cfg, and it's found the theme. So let's do a restart and see if it's there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, it does have the Manjaro theme and stuff, and there's our login. Again, you probably want to mess around with the position of this, or change the background so this could be in the middle, or whatever you want. Alright, so moving along, this one is not going to work out too good for us in VirtualBox. It works fine on my system. It's in the packages extra, Plymouth, and I think it's going to get an error. Make package -s. Okay, so far so good then. So just tag on IC to install and clean up. Alright, and looks like it's going to take it. So we have to edit some files. So we can list the themes. Okay, so we'll need to go back to the archive. In that same packages, there's the Plymouth theme. I think it's Elegant, the one that's used. Maybe this is the one that has an error. I don't know. I thought there was. Nope, I guess not. Okay, so. And let's see if our list has been updated. Yeah, there it is. Manjaro Elegant. So, go to our home folder, clear screen, and sudo leafpad etc Plymouth /Plymouth.com, PlymouthD.com. Theme equals that, and I'm just going to leave it as that. It won't work in VirtualBox. Well, it will work, but it won't. The display manager you won't get a desktop. So, first of all, on your main system, you want to do this: systemctl disable lightdm service, and then enable lightdm-plymouth. Oh, not disable, enable. Enable lightdm-plymouth service. Alright, so we'll have to edit our mkinit file, so sudo leafpad etc mkinit.conf, and we'll just go down to where it has hooks. Hooks udev, and after udev, just type in the word, put a space in the word Plymouth. Save and close, and then Etsy default Grub, and right here tack on the word splash. Save and close, and we have to reconfigure it. So sudo mkinit-p Linux. Okay, that's where the error was. Manjaro Etsy release. So there is a kind of a workaround for that. It's probably not the best way to do it, but we'll just do a sudo copy Etsy os-release to Etsy, and the name of that Manjaro-release. Paste that in, and let's run the mkinit, and I think the error should be gone. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew there was something funny somewhere. And I have an alias for grub-mk config. I just call it up-grub. Okay, so we'll close this out and restart. We'll see what happens. I can at least show you that it's there. There you go. There's the Plymouth start screen. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, see, it just crashed. The Plymouth service just crashed. Unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. So just Control Alt F2 or right control in VirtualBox F2. And we'll just remove or disable the we'll have to just edit. So sudo nano Etsy mkinit.config file, and we'll take out the Plymouth option. Just delete, write that out, exit, and our grub default / grub, and take out splash. And the whole purpose was to show you what it looks like, and it does work on a system. I don't know why VirtualBox isn't taking it. And so sudo system ctl disable lightdm Plymouth service, and then enable just the basic lightdm lightdm dot service, and sudo mkinit -p p Linux without the Plymouth in the hooks, and then up-grub, or the long way of doing it. Oh dear. Okay, and then just reboot the system, and we should be back with our login manager without the splash screen. There's one more thing though. We gotta uninstall Plymouth. You see there's an error there. Quick, it went by really quick. So you can open now. The handy thing about this add remove, you can search for Plymouth and get the right release. So we're gonna, I don't know, we'll just see if we can uninstall both of these. Okay, and password, and we're done. So Alt F4 reboot, and that quick error message should be gone as well. Yep, that's it. Okay, and from here you just if you want, you can get the package list off the site that come with XFCE4. I know VLC's there, so I'll just install that, and I can't remember which version of LibreOffice. I think it was still. Oh, let's try fresh. It doesn't matter. So VLC, and well, let's start with that anyway. So while it's downloading, there's some right-click menu things they have from Thunar. You just go to your Open File Manager, Edit, Configure Custom Actions, and I think it's Sonar root. Sorry, no, I can't remember anything. And you can either use GKSU if you install it, or just sudo. And if you have no password for sudo, it'll open. So it's sudo Sonar %F, and appearance and conditions, directories, and the icon. I'll have to wait for this to load. And look, I think it's under places or locations. I think it's just folder. There we go. So right click. Oh yeah. After a logout, that'll work. But inside Sonar root, it'll work. See, it's in the file system there as root. Another one was search. So add. I think it was just called search. Commands. Now I don't have any search. The default one is catfish, so I guess we can install that. And I'm not sure what the rest of the commands are. I'm just going to %F for now. Appearance and conditions, other files, directories, I'm not sure. Oh, and let's try to find an icon for that as well. So edit, click on the no icon, and search for one. I believe it's under application icons and way down to system -search. Alright, so I'll leave that for now. You see search, nothing will happen because I don't have anything to search with. So let's get catfish, I guess, and see if we have to add any more parameters to it. Alright, I guess it worked. Search. It comes up with catfish. So there's nothing I can you can search through desktop, file system, and other. So there you go. Okay, so we're nearing the end of this. This is a pretty long video and lots of editing to do. So I was going to mention to install the volume icon from the packages from JIT, but just get it through Pacman, and there's more options. Preferences, OSD on-screen display. You can show like a pop-up when you use your mouse wheel, as you can see. Percentage, and preferences, I changed it to external mixer to PAVU control, and left mouse button actions, show slider, the bottom. That's interesting. Okay, you can do whatever you want, or mute the volume, middle mouse open mixer, yep, and so on. Okay, I think that wraps it up. It's quite a bit of downloading, compiling, installing, and testing and stuff. And you have something fairly close to Manjaro Linux, but you're running Arch Linux. Alright, so thanks to everyone, and thanks for the suggestion, and thanks to Oberon for the awesome avatars, and thank you all for watching. And that should do for this one. So we'll talk to you soon, and bye for now.